It wasn't expanded. This was all finished about 4 years ago by the previous seller that we had just purchased the park from. So he did an amazing job finishing all this out. And what we're actually doing is with this, all of this land, when we looked at the park, one of the initial things that we saw was that we couldn't expand it because it was maxed out on land. So there wasn't a lot more that we could do. So when we actually started looking at it, we started questioning, like, what are they gonna do with their land? And so when we found out that they were the original sellers for this land, we went back and talked to them and found out that they wanted to sell their land. And so we went back to actually talk with them. Not these, so these two are permanent right here, and then the park owns that, which we're probably gonna tear down and put in more sites. But the house right there and the 6 acres that belong to it actually belonged to the previous owner of this park from before the seller that sold to us. So we went to him to find out, what are you gonna do with your land? He decided that he wanted to sell also. So we actually ended up buying his land too, which we actually signed the contract tonight. So we bought the park this morning. We're signing the contract on that piece of land tonight. And so then we'll have that extra 6 acres. And then I believe it's his uncle, who was the original owner of all of the land, has the waterfront property next to him on the stilts over there, that pretty house. We will be signing on that July 1st. So now we'll own all of this land on this tip, and we'll be able to expand all the way out. So then we'll have beautiful views of the sunset into the park. We'll have 70 more pads, we'll have more cabins, and then potentially put in a restaurant in that beach house.